Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. Hi, Maddy.
Hi, hello everyone.
You guys can hear me. Please type something to let us know that you can hear us. So, welcome to everyone around the world and right here at home. I'm Dr. Rose, the perfume lady. It has been actually probably almost more than a year, probably a year and a week since I've done a live, and I'm so happy to be sharing the stage uh, with my friend Maddy. Here we met over the pandemic, and Maddy was, the person that I needed to talk to during the pandemic, and we've been friends ever since.
Yes,
So
we
tonight,
have.
yes, so tonight we're going to be talking about mental health, uh, perfumes, and the effect of mental health, and also pancreatic cancer, which is something that Maddy's father passed away from. And so, there may be some triggers. So, fair warning, if you guys cannot handle the subject, I would say maybe to leave the chat or turn it off. But, I apologize. But mental health is something that we definitely should be talking about. And I created a video to release. I was going to release that video on May 1st, and I decided not to release it. I may still release the video, but so tonight we're going to be talking about it, and I also have some giveaways for Mother's Day. I think I have about 6 or 7 different perfumes I'm going to donate. They are not new. These are things that I had in my collection. I've decided to donate, and I have some testers I'm going to donate. So, Maddy, hey, how are you, my friend?
Hey, hi everyone. So happy to be here. Happy to see you all. Thank you for joining us.
So, Maddy, tell us about yourself. It's been a while since you've done a live with me.
It has.
Yes.
How about I tell you guys how I started collecting? Would that be good?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I have a rather massive perfume collection. It's kind of an issue. Oh, thank you, Latonia. Um, and my father was European, and he would travel when I was young around the world. And instead of bringing me toys and tchotchkes and dolls, he would bring me perfume. And it started with the minis and grew to be full bottles, and we kind of bonded over it. So years later, I have a formidable collection, and it's a passion. He passed about 15 years ago, 16 years ago, from pancreatic cancer. And, November is pancreatic cancer month. And you may be asking, well, why are we talking about it tonight? But it ties into the mental health awareness, because right after that, my mom came down with breast cancer, and my mental health was not great. And I think we've all had times when we've hurt more, when our brains have been less than healthy. And I think that's very important to discuss. So I think Rose and I are going to talk about some of that, talk about how perfume has helped us, talk about how the connections we've made through the fragrance community have helped us. And we'll just chat about that.
All right. Okay, so before we start talking here, so I have someone in the chat, this person here that I have on the screen, Elfin V. I want to give a shout out to her. So Elfin V is a friend of mine that I grew up with in Haiti ever since I was a child. She's been part of my family ever since that I've been alive. And you guys know that I work in New York, right? So Elfin is my mom away from home now. This is the lady who takes care of me when I'm in New York. When I say take care of me, she takes care of me like I'm her daughter. Okay.
Wow.
And we're about the same age. So she feeds me. She watches out for me. I was sick. She brought me back to life. She would rub my back with Vicks. I mean, this is a person that, I mean, I don't know how to explain this, Elfin to people. Okay. She makes sure that I have food when I'm going to work to eat. I'm telling you. And there are certain things that I like to eat. And Elfin she doesn't even make them for her husband. but she makes them for me. So this is like, that's my mom away from home. So I want to make sure that one of those perfumes goes to her tonight. But even if she doesn't win one tonight, she knows that I'm going to bring her a couple bottles. Okay. So because, yeah. So Elfin, thank you so much, for being my cornerstone in New York. Thank you so much for taking care of me. You are, I mean, I love you, girl. We argue all the time. Okay. We argue like all the time. Her husband loves me. He does things for me too. He moves my car for me. Yeah, so okay, so let me stop talking about helping. All right, guys. So thank you so much for everyone for being here. I was so excited to do this live tonight. Because mental health is something that is, very dear to my heart. And then, I know we looked at the statistics earlier. How many people have died gunshot wound that we have had since so far in 2023? Not gunshot wound. I mean, in 2023, how many mass shooting? Is it 200 and something?
There
Right,
have
Mike?
been about 202 mass shootings, and we are only 233 days into this year.
Yes. So can you imagine? I mean, it's like every time I hear about this, and and mental health is not only about mass shooting, guys. It's about women getting abused by other men getting abused by women, and it's about people over using medication, doctors over prescribing when they know the person has something some issues with medication. They over prescribing because they think that medication is going to fix it. It can actually fix it and help, but not everything needs to be treated with medication. And sometimes when you see that friends, you tell one of your friends that you're going through something, what do they say to you? Get over it. But here's the thing though, we would not tell someone that has a headache to get over it, right?
Or a broken arm.
Or
Get
broken arm,
over it.
or get
Get
over
over
it.
your
Yeah.
broken arm.
When someone comes to us and say, I'm going through something today, why do we tell them just get over it? I don't understand. Yeah, it's not to tell people get over it. It's to reach out to the person and help them out. One of the best thing you can do for someone is send a text message, say, hey, I was thinking about you today, how are you doing? Sometimes I even text you and say and I'm going to use the B word. I'm like, bitch, how come you haven't called me? I haven't heard from you, buddy. What's going on? Right.
Well, and let's be fair. I deal with my share of issues, and I call it hermit mode when I cannot deal with the outside world, when I'm not feeling well enough to be social, to deal with my mental health issues, and I cannot communicate with my friends. And to that end, she's really good about checking in on me and making sure I'm okay. And, Dr. Rose mentioned all of those things that we notice as mental health issues. But what about the daily grind and just like, I'm not feeling good in my head. I'm feeling kind of down. I don't think I have the energy to do this in my heart. Those are symptoms also of maybe depression. Maybe you're not doing so great. And for that, friends are really good if
Mhm.
they don't get tired of it, if you stick with your friends,
So
because we
it,
aren't always forgiving.
it's important. So this Judy here that I put her comment here. So Judy is a friend of mine. I met Judy when I used to work in the Virgin Islands. Okay, I instantly loved Judy, and then I met her husband when I used to live in Chicago. Oh my God, what a lovely man! I call him my Eddie. I used to call him my Eddie. So Eddie passed away this year after a long battle with illnesses. And so Judy said that someone told her to get over the grief of losing her husband. I mean, this is a man that has been. I mean, Eddie. If you know Eddie, if you knew him, you would instantly fall in love with Eddie. Eddie was the sweetest man, the kindest man that I met, and the way that he treated Judy. So I used to date a loser when I met Eddie. A week later, I dumped him. I dumped that guy because I was like, yeah, the way that Eddie treats his wife, I need a man who can treat me like that. I dumped that guy.
Well, and
So
she also mentioned she just lost her dog and someone said, well, it's only a dog.
Oh
But
my
people
God.
don't recognize
How
the,
important those things are to people.
well, they don't recognize the comfort they offer to us. So if you're already down and your animal gives you spiritual and emotional and just the love and comfort you need, well, you lose that and you're even more empty. So, no, not everybody understands how precious an animal may be to someone, but they can be our children. They can be our saving grace. And to be that dismissive is very unkind.
It is very unkind, to say, so, to tell someone get over it. If you come to me and said, you know what, Rose, I broke a bottle of perfume, I'm like, girl, get over that. Yeah, get over it. It's a bottle of perfume, okay? You can control that. You can replace that. But losing someone or getting abused by someone, how are you gonna tell me? How the hell are you gonna tell me to get over it? You cannot tell me to get over it because I grieve in my own way,
Well,
right?
exactly. And everybody has to do it in their own way, in their own time, right? Not
Yeah.
everybody can process at the same rate.
No, because we are all different, and that's what makes us special. Everyone is different, and this is one of the things that we have to realize, that everybody is different. Everyone has, their own ways of dealing with things, their own ways of communication, their own ways of, handling things. So if we recognize that we are different, not you will never find some two people that are alike, even if they were twins. There's always a difference between those two people, and people don't get that. They don't understand that, people are just, it's, I mean, we are all human, but we are not all shaped the same way, right? This is why some of us, can go on the street and go naked, right? And some of us can't, because we are different in our own ways. I mean, I remember when I met you, Maddy, during the coronavirus. Okay, I was in such a bad place. I wasn't suicidal. I wasn't thinking about, taking my own life or hurting myself or hurting people. But watching TV and seeing everything that was happening, especially in New York City, how many people were dying on a daily basis, and CNN did not help at all. And I know the news needed to be reported, but I was sitting in front of that TV every day watching the news over and over again and seeing all these things. I was in a dark place. I remember I would go to bed and I would put a full face of makeup on. Well, I still wear my makeup to bed because I hate washing my face at night. I'm so lazy. But I used to put a full face of makeup on going to bed, because in case I wake up the next morning, in case they find me dead, so I can look pretty. That's okay. No. And when I told someone that I did that, they were laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing about it? It's not funny. I'm telling you how, what this coronavirus did to me. I did not go out. So I did not go to the grocery store. Today was the first day since coronavirus that I actually went to the grocery store.
Boo!
First day. So do you know why I went to the grocery store today? Because I had my physical today, went to my doctor, had my physical today, my yearly physical, and she gave me a clean bill of health. So she made sure that I had all of my lab results. She made me sit there and wait for them. They gave me all my results. And then she said, you are fine, come back to see me next year. And so I went to the grocery store and I got myself a piece of cake.
Yay!
In the parking lot. Because I was so afraid of going to the grocery store. I used to order my food all the time. It wasn't the coronavirus that did that to me, but it was just, from things that I heard that was happening, people that were getting shot when they asked people to put a mask on when they go to the store. Those things really affected me. They affected me. And then but today I went to the grocery store today. Yeah. I got a clean bill of health, but well, I still have to go for the squeeze on Monday for the mammogram. But I'm sure, God willing, I'm gonna be fine. But everything else is fine. So I was happy today. And I'm so glad I did that. So I know you're gonna talk more about your dad, and then I wanna hear about those people that have passed away from cancer. So can you start listing the names? Guys, we're gonna list some names of people that have the same thing in common with Mr. Basil, which was Maddy's dad. But before you do that, let's give the first fragrance away.
Woo! Drum roll,
If
please.
someone can tell me my birthday, my date of birth, you will get a bottle of Alma Pure from Moret's Perfume. Okay, it's not full, 100% full. Okay, look, it's about, I would say maybe 85% full.
I know the birthday, do you?
Gillian said May 1st. Gillian, you know what? You are family. Cheryl said May 1st. Okay. All right. So this is going to, well, I have to give it to the first person because I did not tell the rules. So Gillian will get this one. This one, yeah. So
You're always changing up the rules on your own time,
yeah.
Rose.
Because she's family. She knows my birthday. Yeah. So Gillian, you get Alma Pure. Actually, Alma Pure is a beautiful fragrance. It's a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. So this one is going to be
Bottle too.
if someone is here, please take notes for me in case I forget somebody.
Can someone take notes? Because I'm not doing it.
Yep. All right. Okay, so there will be more questions. So stop researching, okay? Stop researching. There'll be more questions. We're making this fun tonight. We're making this fun tonight. All right, so let's talk about ovarian cancer for a little bit. Then after that, we're gonna get back into not ovarian cancer, I'm sorry, pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic. So yes. I feel like pancreatic cancer is like a thief in the night. And this is gonna kind of bring down the tone. We're happy, we're talking, but let's talk about something that can really impact people out of nowhere. So I'm going to name some names, and every one of them have died of pancreatic cancer. They all have this connection that will, through life and death, be a part of them. So Alex Trebek, Steve Jobs, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Aretha Franklin, Sir John Hurt, Luciano Pavarotti, Dizzy Gillespie, Sally Ride, Patrick Swayze, Michael Landon, Alan Rickman, Joan Crawford, Gene Upshaw, Jerry Springer, and my dad.
Jerry Springer just died recently.
Yep, he just died a few months ago of pancreatic cancer.
And I didn't until Elfin told me that.
Yep, and all of these people were majorly accomplished. A lot of them were really brilliant minds or brilliant talents, and pancreatic cancer takes you fast. So with my father, he wasn't feeling well, and he went on a trip to Europe, and he had a long flight back, and his back was hurting. And he was having this, they thought they were ischemic spells. So he was kind of like passing out. And first they thought it was neurological, and then they thought it was cardiological. And then they were just kind of like, well, we don't know. And so he came back and had some imaging. And on the day of my birthday, we found out it was pancreatic cancer. So my birthday is early June. And he died on September 1st. So not even 3 months. Not even 3 months.
Wow.
And it takes you that fast. If you find it, which often you don't, often it's a lost cause. And I hate to say that. So it's it's a very hard thing to deal with. And shortly thereafter, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. And as I said, I was in a very bad place mentally. I was working on my master's, and my dad was my greatest academic supporter. He wanted nothing more for me. Yeah, it was hard on my birthday. He wanted nothing more for me than to pursue my education and be successful. And honestly, it made it so much harder when he was gone. And I think the impact of any kind of death and any kind of loss can just really throw your mental health for a loop. I think it can just change you in many ways. So I know, Dr. Rose, you you have felt it even just in the terror of COVID, in being not wanting to go out, not wanting to experience other people's impact on it. And yes, it is the stealthy killer. You're right, Billy. It is. And so,
I'm sorry.
well, we all have our pains, we all have our sorrows, and I've always tried to take as much as I can from any experience. So you grow and you heal, but you don't get over it.
Yeah, I know.
And
Well,
people ask you to,
I mean,
but you don't.
nobody ever gets over death, right? Nobody. I mean, losing someone, the person was there with you. This is why they say that the next 10 seconds is a promise, right? Uh, life is so short. Life can be very long. It also can be very short.
And it can go out
In a
in
matter
a flash, gone.
of
It's
gone.
so precious.
Person
But
is never ever coming back ever again. And all you have left, are the memories of that person. And I think, I mean, your dad is the reason why you are a fragrance fanatic, because he started you on your fragrance journey. The one person who started me, I would say, kind of like started me in my fragrance journey, was my brother-in-law, my sister's ex. And actually, he was the father of my first niece, right? My first niece, and then so he gave me a beautiful fragrance, and then he passed away a couple of years ago. And I still think about it every time I look at that perfume on my cabinet. It's not the same bottle, but I went and bought the perfume again. Every time I look at this bottle, I think of him. I'm like, wow, because I think he gave it to me because I was a little mean towards him because I did not want him to date my older sister.
he
So
wanted to soften you up.
he gave me the perfume kind of to shut me up. But so, those things that happen to us in life, those memories, we still remember them. And, Maddy, I always tell people, look, if you feel like you're going through something in life, don't go through it alone. Because going through it alone can be one of the worst things ever. Okay? Reach out to someone, or if someone reaches out to you, talk to that person, because talking helps. It does help when you talk about it. I do most of my talking sometimes in the morning when I'm driving, because I have a very long commute going to work. In the morning when I'm driving, I do most of my talking. I call people, I talk, because sometimes I have things I need to get off my chest. And, it's important.
Yeah, it really is. I want to address something. Patty Schulte just said she just found out she had masses on her pancreas. So
God.
I want to address that. My mom found masses on her pancreas, and it doesn't mean they're necessarily cancerous, but it's good you found this out. She was not going to mess around. She was not. Some doctors will say, let's wait and see. We'll see what they turn into. Let's see if they spread. My mom had what's called a Whipple, which is a huge surgery. They basically take out 5 of your organs and reroute your intestines, but she got rid of those masses, and she's cancer free. But yes, but masses on the head of the pancreas are not a death sentence. But don't wait. Like, pursue it, Patty. Don't wait, please.
Yeah.
But our hearts are with you, and we're with you.
Hey, Pat. All right. I want to talk about the things that we can control and the things we cannot control.
Sorry, I just saw that and I had to address it.
Thank you. Thank you for because it's hard staying keep up with the chat and also talking. So Kate Art said, I always say the problem with death is it is so final and permanent. Yes, it is. It's one of those things that are permanent that you can never reverse. and that person is gone forever.
Well, to
So,
that end, let's talk a little bit about suicide.
oh my gosh, yes.
So, trigger warning, right? I know
Trigger
this is
warning.
a really hard topic for a lot of people. There are, in the mass shootings, a lot of people want suicide by cop or whatever. And a lot of people I know have suicidal ideations or just think, well, maybe I won't take care of myself and that's the easy way to die. Right? That's a slow suicide. But the sum total is you aren't there at the end of the day. There's no turning back.
There's no turning back.
So,
And one thing that I've read is that when people are committing suicide, sometimes they think that be like if someone who jumps off a bridge, oh my God, this is just devastating just to talk about it. Someone jumps as the person is jumping, the person changes his or her mind, then it's too late. It's too late. Lately, there's been a lot of teen suicide on TikTok. Have you noticed that? A lot of teens are taking, are die by suicide uh, on TikTok, and I'm thinking, what is going on with those teenagers? Those teenagers that have a full life ahead of them, right? These are future presidents, future doctors, future hairstylists, future attorneys. I mean, future anything, right? Because in this country, you can be anything you want to be, but that person is going to something at the time, and the only thing that the person sees that he or she needs to do is to end their lives.
it's escape. They want the escape, but it's not the
But
solution.
is it that they want the escape, or is it because maybe it could be like just a spur of the moment thing, right?
It could be either. It could be either. But at the bottom of it, I think it's deep sorrow, deep pain, deep trauma. It could be any of those things. Either way, the person's hurting somehow. Yeah, it is a permanent solution to a temporary problem because aren't all problems somewhat temporary? Like we can work through just about everything with
Yeah.
help, with help, with our
Mhm.
community, with our friends, and if you don't have any, reach out. You
And
can make them.
you
You're
know
never completely
when
alone.
when we see that today we have a problem, it's like, oh my gosh, there's no end to this. How do I end this? How do I make this stop? And then when you go and speak to somebody else, the person has a bigger problem. Then you speak to somebody else, the person has a much bigger problem. You're like, dang, what was I worrying myself over? Right? Everybody has something that he or she's going through. No one has the perfect life. The perfect life, to me, I have the perfect life, right? I'm thinking I have the perfect life, but that's not true. Nobody has the perfect life. There's always something that we're going through. Something either it's temporary, either it's long term. We all go to things, and this is why I always tell people: when you think you're going to shit, keep going to shit, because you're gonna come out of shit one of these days. You come out of it. Your life cannot be bad for 20 years. Okay, it could be bad for a month. It could be bad for 2 months. 3 months. 3 months later, you could win the freaking lottery, and then boom, all your money problems are over, right? Uh, you could go to the doctor and you get some bad news. They give you a prescription, give you some medication, you have surgery, then okay, you know what? Your life is changing, things are changing.
Well, and
But
let's talk about all the pressure and all, work and all this stuff comes down on us, right? We bear it all on our shoulders. But, from pressure comes diamonds, right?
yes,
We experience all this pressure and anxiety and stress, but out the other end, you look back and it's not as much, maybe. And you hope you learn, you hope you grow, And in the end, you've come through something and you've achieved something and you've made it. You know, you didn't cut that tie, you didn't end it, you've grown.
But I think when a person has because okay, so I can let me speak for myself. I never thought about ending my life, taking my life, right? Because I always, in the back of my mind, tomorrow is going to be better. Okay, even when I hear someone says, Rose, I have cancer, and in the back of my mind, they will find a cure for cancer one of these days. Okay, in the back of my mind, when someone says they have HIV positive, they are HIV positive, always think that there's going to be a cure, there's going to be something that's going to slow the progression of the disease. And what? Guess what? There's something that's slowing the progression of the disease, right? There are a lot of advanced technology now for cancer, right? If they catch it early, your life, you could live longer. So, and even during coronavirus, when I heard, there were a few people who actually took their lives because they were afraid of catching the virus.
Absolutely.
But when they closed down the country, the first thing that came to my mind, this too shall pass. It will go away. And I said to myself, they're going to find a vaccine. They're going to find a cure for this. Too bad, a lot of people died from it. But now, I think, isn't it tomorrow or today that, the pandemic is over with? Biden is, putting an end to the era of the pandemic. We couldn't say that 3 years ago, right? So I was thinking in the back of my mind, there is light at the end of the tunnel, always. That's just the way, the way that I think. So Nadia said, her mother said to her, nothing is bad forever. There will always be a better days. That's true.
Very true.
Yeah. The hurricane comes, it goes away, right? Diseases, they go away, or, maybe they last forever. But, there will, even people who are sick, sometimes they wake up, they have a better day than they had yesterday. But, there are certain things that we cannot control in life. Okay, a lot of things that are out of our control. And let me see if I can share this thing here that I have. Share screen. I don't think I can share it. Video file. Let's see, what is this thing? Window.
Nadia, while she's trying to share that, I just want to say there are two things I try to remind myself when things are dark. I always try to say, it's always just darkest before the dawn, always.
Yep.
And hopefully tomorrow will be a brighter day.
Yep.
And if you remember that and you just say, well, tomorrow's going to be a brighter day, right?
Yep. Yeah. I always say, this too shall pass. Always.
Yes.
This will pass. They are, but for someone who has suffered from mental health challenges for a very long time, saying that to someone, to that person,
it sounds trite.
They're not hearing you.
Right.
That person is not hearing you. Imagine a kid who goes to school every day, who gets bullied every day, right? They bully them, and then they come home. They don't have a better life at home because their parents are not talking to them or not reaching out to them to say, "Honey, how was your day today?" Every day that kid goes to school, that kid gets bullied, and they're making fun of the way they dress. They make fun, because you don't have a nice phone. You have an old phone. That kid, there's not going to be a better day because that child is going through so much, and there's a person that to tell them, hey, this is going to get better because one of these days you're going to go to you're going to leave that school, you're going to college, and you never have to deal with those people ever again, right? Or your parents will move one day, you don't ever have to deal with them. So, but for someone who's going to those challenges, sometimes they don't know that.
Well,
and it's our job.
There's that.
It
is our job, and it is, it's our job as a community, but it's also, I think we have to consider the fact that a lot of mental illness is chemical. Like, these pieces are not fitting together. There's a chemical imbalance in your head. And so, we say there's an over medication, and there's a lot of over medication, but for some people, they do require medication to fix that imbalance in their minds.
Absolutely.
Because, if you have high cholesterol and it's genetic, eating right may not help it. So you need that. I mean, I'm just making up a random whatever.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying that, there are a lot of ways in which this manifests. So while some people can be sad from outside things, there's also an intrinsic depression or symptoms or whatever that need correction or help from medication. So to that end, I want to say, don't be afraid to, again, seek help. Seek help. And it doesn't matter who it's from, whether it's a religious person or a friend or a doctor or a parent, or reach out.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, Maddy. If I'm getting too personal, please stop me. Do you suffer from depression?
I'm sorry?
Do you suffer from depression?
I do.
What do you do? What do you do? How do you handle it?
Sometimes I handle it better than others. I suffer from a number of issues with mental illness. I'm really stable right now, but I have not always been stable in my life. I do take medication, and I do see a psychiatrist and a therapist, because without that help, I'm not healthy. I feel it's the same as going to a doctor for diabetes or talking to my partner.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. It's the same thing. When you suffer from some mental challenges, it's the same thing when you go to a doctor for a broken leg, for diabetes, for stomach ache. It's the same thing. Go to the freaking doctors. Go. People shouldn't be judged because, go to the doctors, because this is why they have different doctors for different things, right? I'm sorry for your challenges, Maddy, and I'm so glad that you are, recognize that you do have those challenges, and then you're seeking help, and then you're taking your medication, and you're staying healthy. This is, great. I mean, I want everybody to hear this, because there's help out there.
It's humbling. It's humbling to admit, and you're right. There's a stigma, and people judge, but if it helps one person,
it helps one person. It helps one person. Yeah, that's one person that did, who didn't know that he or she could have gotten the help. So, okay. So before we get into things that we can control and things that we cannot control, I have one more giveaway. And if believe me, someone has already won. Please do not try to win again, because I will not. We have
cheater, pumpkin eater.
Yeah, we have 30 people in this chat, so I want people to be able to win something. So, if someone can tell me what my master's degree is in.
She's a doctor.
My master's degree, not my.
I know, but she's educated. Let's put it that way.
What is my master's degree in, right? And then that person will receive. What do I give them? Okay, so this is a fragrance that is very dear to my heart. This was one of my favorite fragrance for Thanksgiving 2 years ago. This is Suma Oriental in Nuea Bali. It's probably 60% full, right? Would you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a beautiful Guma fragrance. Oh my God, this is so good. And someone says psychology. I wish. I wish it was in psychology, Talia. So this is if you're a Guma lover, this fragrance is just so beautiful. Latonia said medicine. Cheryl said administration. Okay, you guys, just Google my name and look at my LinkedIn profile. Oh, they don't know my last name. Ouch. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna give a different something easy. Okay, it's not fair to give that because most people don't know my last name because I usually don't share my last name unless people are connected with me on Facebook. How about you give them something that you know about me, Maddy, that you think people will love?
What is her favorite color?
Yes. What's my favorite color? All right. Whoever guesses my favorite color will get this bottle of Suma Oriental.
Oh, come on, guys.
Guys, come
This
on.
is a gimme. This is a gimme.
Yes.
All
Red.
right. All right. We got one.
With that one. Shasta said red. Latonia said red.
Yep. Shasta said it.
Your mom
Shasta
said
got
red.
it.
Shasta got it. Yeah. Okay. Shasta, make sure
Good
you
job,
send me.
Shasta.
Make sure you send me your address. Okay, Shasta said red. Okay. All right. So these two are gone. There's plenty more, guys. Don't worry. 2, 4, 5, 6. There will be 6 more left, and then I have. I'm gonna give a really nice decant of this Giorgio fragrance. I'm gonna give a nice decant of Giorgio. I'm gonna give a nice decant of Creed. So there's some more stuff left, and then I'm also going to give away Chanel Gardenia. Oh well, this one already has an honor for it because one of my subscribers she asked me for it. So this is a big tester of Chanel Gardenia.
Wow.
This one to someone. Gardenia is beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I also have a same size for 2022. I'm gonna give that away as well. So there's a lot of stuff left. So
You're
I
getting
have
hooked up, guys.
Sita left. I have Blend Oud left. I have Roses Moss Intense left. I have Mancera Royal Vanilla. I have bottled. The problem with the Royal Vanilla is that the top of it doesn't is not sealed. So when I ship it to someone, I either have to decant it in several decanters, or I have to kind of like wrap it really, really in a way for the person to be able to use it. Otherwise, it will spill. Because I sent a perfume to a young lady in who lives in Puerto Rico, and she gave me the wrong address. It was a Bon Number 9, a full bottle of Bon Number 9. The perfume came back because she gave me the wrong address. It came back broken. I'm not very happy. So make sure you give me the right address when you give me your address, please. Okay, so things that we cannot control. I was gonna share this thing, but I it won't let me share. So natural disasters. We cannot control natural disasters. Nobody on earth can control natural disasters, right? Hurricane, earthquake, tornadoes, snowstorm. We cannot control those. Why do people get upset over those? Why do we worry so much?
Sorry. Oh my God.
I cannot control your dog either, Maddy. The weather, we cannot control the weather. Look, I wish I could live in Florida where we have nice weather all the time. Even people who live in Florida still, get upset over the weather because sometimes it gets to be too hot, right? Other people's opinions of us. Can you control what someone else thinks of you? Oh, heck no. People are going to think, people are jerks. They're going to think whatever they want to think of you. And sometimes when someone says, oh my God, so and so thinks you're a jerk, or so and so thinks you're nasty, or you mean, I'm like, okay, that sounds like a personal problem to me, not my personal problem. That person's personal problem for taking his or her time to think of me that way. So I cannot control how you think of me. The past, we cannot control the past. No matter, it's in the past. This is why it's in the past. It needs to stay in the past, right? Uh, your sister is cheating. Who said, oh, yes, my sister.
I'm sorry, guys. I just got fruit.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why. It's from Alexis, who is another perfume lover. So anyway, I'm sorry for the disruption.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah.
She keeps me from being depressed.
That's good. That's good. I would say you need to send some to me, but it won't make it here on time.
I'll share the pineapple with you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
So my sister just cheated. Marie Evelyn told that's actually my sister. She just told you guys what my degree is in. My master's degree.
Yeah, several people were mentioning it, but we had already passed that question.
Oh, really? Who else mentioned it?
Oh, it was up a ways. I think Annika did, and
okay, if they're not family members, I'm gonna give them I will give it to the person. No, I don't see anybody else except my
yeah,
sister.
Mom mentioned it, but he's family. Annika did. Annika Sykes.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
Wait.
741. But she said she's not entering to win anything because she's one.
Okay, all right. So let's do another question. Because I don't want to keep people too long, so we can get rid of these frequencies.
That's the real reason. She just wants to get rid of her fragrances.
Okay.
I hoard them. She gets rid of them.
No, I don't get rid of them, but this is Mother's Day weekend, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
we love you guys. So
and all these fragrances are sitting here. Most of them I don't reach for them. So why not make someone happy? By I hope you guys like them when you receive them, because I really like those fragrances. I just don't reach out for them. So I'm just sharing them with people.
After you do this giveaway, I want to talk about a really weird fragrance I got.
Okay. So all right. So my next question is damn it. What can I don't know what question to ask.
Where did you live during the pandemic?
No. Hold on. How many times have I been married?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. And a family member, do not say it.
Yes, no family members. Or me.
Yeah. How many times have I been married? And the person who responds to this one will get a bottle of blend oud from Eclipse. This is a beautiful, expensive perfume, guys. And it's full. This one is full. Okay?
So we have 3, once, none, 0, 2, 1.
Who said 1?
Well, a lot of people said 1.
Joshua Moore wins.
Cheryl West Boyd said once.
What, did she say it first?
Yes.
No, she said it second. Because Joshua Moore said it first. If you look at the chat, Joshua Moore is on top of Cheryl. Yeah.
No, Latanya Gibson said Bowman 3. Then Cheryl West Boyd said 1.
Okay, so hold on. Let me go back up.
Because I'm up by the reds.
Okay, I'm gonna pull them in the order that I'm sending.
Okay, you do.
I said 3. Oh, Cheryl said 1. Yeah, Cheryl 1. Okay, yeah. Cheryl
up at 747
yeah.
or 949, whatever.
Cheryl loves food. So yep. Okay. So this is blend oud. It's gonna take her forever to get it because she lives out of the country.
Oh God, then don't give it to someone out of the country.
No. She has a U.S. address. I send them to the U.S. address and then she gets it. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that to Cheryl. Cheryl's been a member of this channel forever.
I was fighting for you, Cheryl, and then I changed direction.
Yeah, I've only been married once. Okay. All right. Okay. Tell me about the weed perfume. Then I'm gonna do another giveaway.
So, how many of you know this brand?
I know the brand, but I don't own anything from them.
Okay, so I bought this one, and I knew nothing about the brand other than they're called House of Oud, and I'm like, this might sound bad to you, but I don't love oud.
I do.
And let's be honest, this looks like an egg, right? It looks like a big weird egg.
It's ugly.
But the bottle's actually kind of pretty. It has sparkles and gold in it and whatever. And the way it opens, this is the spray. I'm missing my camera. I'm sorry.
It has 5 of them.
You have 5 of them. Wow. Annika, I'd like to know which ones you have. I was convinced this would be the worst perfume ever because I thought it would smell like a teenage girl and Kool-Aid because it's got grape in it. It's called Grape Pearls. And
So
I
are
was like,
you going to donate it? Is that what you're telling us the story?
no, I just want to know if anybody else has it and smells grape in it.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like it.
I don't have any from the House of Oud. I don't like the bubbles. To me, it looks like a dome.
Like a what? A dome?
Yeah. To me, that's what. Yeah.
Well, it's weird. I don't deny that, but I was just curious about it. I don't know, so I bought it, and I don't hate it. And you know me, I hate most everything. So just chatting. But.
Okay. So this perfume here is going to. I'm gonna put the name of the person here. This is going to Nadia Mohammed. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Latanya, is that what about Pop, the new one or an old one? Just message. Because there's a new one that I want so bad that's like a gorgeous bottle. But anyway, derailing. Sorry, Dr. Rose.
Yeah, this is all the one that Inicia has. Wow, she has Dead Delights, Kid Glaze. What about Pop, Grape Curls, and Cypress Shade? Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, all right. Let's go back to things that we cannot control, and then I'll do another giveaway. Okay. So the past, we cannot control the past. The future, no one can predict the future. I cannot predict that I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow. Jesus. I cannot predict that I'm going to meet Mr. Nice Guy tomorrow, right? I mean, the future is in the future. This is why they call it the future. And the past is in the past. This is why they call it the past, right? And we cannot also, control other people's opinions and idea about us. We cannot control the news and politics. You know what? I should have learned that during COVID, that I couldn't control the news. There was one way I could have controlled it, was to turn off the TV, which was, when I got smarter about the pandemic, I turned off the TV. And then things started getting better for me. I turned off the TV and I went and made Netflix my best friend. I started watching movies on Netflix. That made it better for me. Constant change, we cannot control constant change because life is a changing world. Things are always changing. Everything changes. Nothing ever stays the same. Today you could see that there was a beautiful house in this corner. Tomorrow you see that it's been demolished, right? We cannot control constant change. We cannot control how the government, laws that they pass. We cannot control those things. You cannot control who you are related to. Oh my gosh! Sometimes I wish I could control who I was related to, even though I love my family dearly. Oh God, guys, sometimes I wish I could switch my mother for somebody else. Seriously. My mother is crazy. She's crazy in a good way. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could just switch this woman for one day. For one day.
You say that, but Rose, you don't mean it.
No, just switch her for one day. One day. Okay. One day.
One day.
One day.
But that's one day you'll never get back when she's gone.
I know, but I said switch her with somebody else. I'm not saying for her to be gone.
I know.
Okay. The other thing we cannot control is death. We cannot control death. You know what? It's part of life. It's part of, people have been dying since we've been alive, and people will continue to die. We cannot control death. We can maybe slow the progression of it, right? By taking medication, keep ourselves healthy. But even those people who are healthy, very healthy in life, the person could die. We cannot control that. It's part of life. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. Okay? We just have to live our life to the fullest, knowing that one day we will no longer be here. All right. So then after I do this other one, we're going to come back and talk about things that we can control, because there are things that we can control in life, right? Yeah. Right. Okay, so the next giveaway will be this is a beautiful perfume, okay? Noise Key from L'Artisan Parfumeur. It's what, 80% full? no, well, probably 80 or 70% full. I'm going to donate this one. So wait. Cheryl said that she'll give something to. I will donate something. Donate the win to Joshua. He's one of Mr. Strawberry. You can mail it to me. I will give it to him. Oh,
nice.
So okay. So Cheryl is gonna give it to Joshua. Okay. So
That's lovely. Thank you, Cheryl.
That's really nice of you, Cheryl. I will send something else for Joshua. Okay. I will send something else for him because I know you love wood. I will send something else for him. Remind me tomorrow when I'm mailing when I'm sitting down, spending my entire day shipping those things out. Remind me to put something else in the thing for Joshua. So this is Noir Ski, and Noir Ski is also a beautiful gourmand fragrance. This is so beautiful. What question? Okay, you asked the question, Maddy, or someone. Okay, can someone in the chat ask a question for someone to answer? Okay. My cousin said she's gonna tell my mom that I said I wish I could just switch her with someone for one day.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Oh my God! She's okay. You do that, then you're not getting that perfume. Okay, so yes, Nadia. Okay, Nadia's going to ask the question. The question.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Nadia. Let's wait for your question.
Oh, that's a tough one, Rose. I think that takes time to figure out.
How many perfumes do I own?
How many do you own with Rose in it?
Oh, a lot.
That's a tough one.
No, that's not. It's not a tough one because this is a video that she asked me to make.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's a video she asked me to make, and then I didn't think I had a lot, but I have a lot. So this is Nadia's question here. What is Dr. Rose's favorite note in perfume? Yes.
Are we including tube rose?
Well, you can give me 3. You can give me 3.
You just answer.
Nope. Nope. Saffron and wood. Nope. Latonia, sorry. So actually, Latonia should get a perfume. The reason why she should get a perfume is because Latonia is a member in my channel. She's a member of my channel. Being a member meaning that the person donates money every month to me, to my channel. Okay, so.
And if she knew that you did that video, I think we should do a gift to her.
Yes. So Akesia got it. She said jasmine, and then who else? Someone else said vanilla. Also one. Patty said vanilla and amber. She thinks also, yeah. But my favorite note is jasmine. That's my first number 1 note in fragrances is jasmine. Someone said Coromandel. No. So who said jasmine at first? Akesia. Akesia, you can either take it or you can give it to what this is Noir Iski. You can either donate it to someone, Akesia, or you can keep it. Hey Ursula.
Hey Ursula.
Okay, so are you keeping Noir Iski, Akesia? Because I know you're
give it to someone else.
Give it to somebody else. So who was the second person? Who said my other note? Patty Shorty. I love tuberose also, but wait, did I give?
I don't think anybody else got the. I don't see that anybody else got it.
So Latonia is getting roses and moss. Latonia, it's not full, okay? It's not full, my dear, okay? It's not full, but it's enough to last you to get you to the next 6 months. 6 months, okay?
I have just a general question for you.
Yes.
And this could be, I don't think anyone would necessarily know it, but they might. Do you want to do a giveaway on it or just a question?
Yes. So let me finish writing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And like Tonya, I also owe her a tester for being the first person to comment on one of my videos. So Latonia, you'll get this intense roses musk, and plus your tester. I will ship them. So I still have, let me see, 2 bottles left. Actually, 3. This one. This is Bois Doré by Van Cleef.
What is
And
that one?
Van Cleef and Appel Bois Doré.
Oh, okay. I'm still trying to get the Vanille Orchidée.
Vanille Orchidée, that has been discontinued.
I know. I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah. Good luck finding it. Oh, I am sweating like a little pig. Sorry, guys. Oh shoot, I'm being ghetto right now. I forgot that I had tissue right here. So, all right. Okay, go ahead. Ask the question, please.
Well, this is kind of a random one, but people brought up Cormandel and Miss Coco. And so what would your favorite Chanel fragrance be?
You're putting me on the spot right now, okay?
Yes, I am. I'm putting the screws to you, girl.
All the women in my family, they love number 5, including my crazy mother, okay? But number 5 is not my favorite. They all love it and I love it. My favorite Chanel perfume from the regular Chanel line of Chanel is actually Coco Mademoiselle, because I have everything from Coco Mademoiselle. You name it, I have it.
Cool.
Yeah. I have the soap. I have the body oil, the body lotion. Actually, I have a body oil that I'm going to give away because I have 2. I have 3 body oils. I don't who need 3 number 5. Coco Mademoiselle body oil, right? I have the body cream, the body lotion, the perfume, the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum. Yeah, I have everything from it. Yeah, Coco Mademoiselle is my favorite. From Chanel. Okay. What other questions do you have, Maddy? Anybody else want to ask a question? Nadia
Does
said.
anyone know me well enough for a question?
I
don't think anyone does.
I don't think I don't think they know you well enough for a question.
I know, I'm just being silly.
There are some people there. So wait, let me see who okay, so Gillian got something, Shasta got, Cheryl got blend oud, and I have to send something for Joshua. Nadia got something. Noah Iski doesn't have an honor yet. Who was I gonna give Noah Iski to? The one that Akisia one. I was gonna give it to somebody. Who was I going to give it to? Your mom said she has a question. Okay, go ahead, mommy. Go ahead. Tell me who was I going to give this noise key to? I don't remember.
I don't think we established who we were going to give it to.
Okay. Question for Maddy. Okay, there's a question for you.
Ooh, that's a dirty question, Kate.
Oh my God. Okay, what's Maddy's favorite hobby besides collecting perfumes?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it between collecting perfumes or... Okay, who's guessing? Anybody guesses?
Oh, Maddy, do you still have your collection of minis?
Yes and no. I have a large collection of minis, but I am a very bad mini mommy. I keep them in a big apothecary jar. So they are not displayed.
Okay, here's a question. Dr. Rose said she received a lot of compliments with that perfume. Which perfume was it? I don't remember. Oh, number 5. Yeah, number 5. No, not number 5. Coco Mademoiselle. Yes. So you don't have your collection of minis anymore?
I do, but it's not displayed.
Oh, okay. All right. Who was I supposed to be giving this perfume to?
So Kate Ott asked what my favorite question was, and people are guessing. So cycling, shopping, working out, and crochet. So far, we don't have it right. Do we need any more guesses?
Crochet?
I don't crochet.
Oh, you sew, but you sew though. You sew.
Yes, I sew. I quilt. I embroider.
Quilt.
So,
Yep.
But nobody guessed it. So Do you want to give it to Nadia, who is at least in the textile arts?
Well, Nadia got something already. She has Sita.
Okay, how about Kate? Give something to Kate because she asked the question.
Okay, Kate. Then Kate can have this one. But guys,
Beautiful. Thank you.
I'm home tomorrow. I'm home for a week. I want to send them out tomorrow. So please hit me up on Instagram and send me your addresses. I don't need Cheryl's address. I don't need Gillian's address. I don't need Nadia's address. I don't need Latonia's address. But Shasta, I need your address. And then Kate, I also need your address. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's talk about things that we can control, right? Versus things that we cannot control. Then after that, we'll do a giveaway. Things that we can control. It's not that many. I don't have that many. You can control traffic, right? You can control it. If you know you take people say you cannot control traffic, but in my opinion, you can control it. If you know that you take a way to work every day that it's always heavily trafficked, okay? There's more than one way to skin a cat. A different route. That's how you control it, right? Take a different route, or leave earlier, or leave later, so you can control it. Your view of yourself, you can control your view of yourself. Don't ever call yourself negative names because it stays with you. When you always tell yourself, "Oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm old," but guess what? You cannot control you getting older. You're getting old. We get older every day, but you can control the names that you call yourself.
You can control the names you call yourself, but it's very difficult to control how you feel about yourself sometimes. You know, because society puts so much pressure to look a certain way, act a certain way, behave a certain way. So I find I have a difficult time with that one, Rose.
Okay.
Because
but Maddy, not to cut you off, but I feel like, the pressure that we used to see in society for us to look thin, to look, skinny and look like a model all the time. I think, those are going away because now when you look at, uh, um, uh, places that are selling clothes like Victoria's Secret, all these other places, I'm seeing different models of different all shapes and sizes. Okay.
yes.
So I think that is been changed. Even on TV now, even on TV, when you look at TV shows, you see women of all different shapes. Okay.
I agree with that. But let's go back to the mental health thing. What
Yes.
about I'm not well in the head. And I look at myself and I say, I'm crazy. Or I hate myself because I want to kill myself. Or I want to kill myself because I hate myself. Like when you get into that kind of terminology, it's hard to control your general thought process. So all I'm saying is, yes, there's a lot you can control about what you're putting out there and how you're thinking and, being enthusiastic or being positive. I think positivity is really the best thing to be. But when you're so down, sometimes that's difficult. So it's a way of reframing your thought process.
I do agree with that.
Okay.
The other thing I think you can control is your work ethic.
Yes.
If you know that you stuck at work and then you're getting paid to do a good job, change it. Do the work that you've been paid to do. Okay? You can control your work ethic, your schedule. You probably cannot control your work schedule that much, but at the same time, you still have control over it because you can ask for your schedule to be changed, or you can find another job if you really need to change your work schedule. So you can control that. How you treat others, everybody can control that. How you treat other people, things that you say to them. When you see them, instead of saying, "Oh, look at her, oh my God," you can say, "Wow, what a beautiful woman." I'm one of those ladies. I will see a woman on the street and I see she looks good, she smells good. I'll be like, "Girl, you look hot." And then I say, if they look at me funny, I'll be like, "Look, hey, I'm strictly dating, okay? I'm just telling you right now. I'm into men, I'm not into women, but I just thought I would tell you that you look beautiful." Some people think that you saying that to another person is like, oh, I'm making her feel, I'm giving her a big head. No, but you're not. You could say that to someone, the person just had a really bad day. And then you say, oh
And
my
it
God,
makes their world.
makes that person's world. It makes that person's world by you saying, oh, you smell good today. Oh, you look good. Now you are working those shoes. You are working that dress, girl, right? Your makeup is on point today. Giving a person a compliment could actually make a big difference in that person's life. So the way you treat others, if you used to treat people being mean to people and treat people like crap, today is the day to change, that way, the way that you treat people, because what you put out in the universe is what you get back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Change the way that you treat others. Your meals.
Can I say one thing about that real quick?
Absolutely, please do.
So, as far as how you treat others, one thing I've learned is you never know what someone's going through. And if someone's being crabby or looks bad or whatever, you don't know what their cross to bear is. So if you're judging them based on how they're, if they're being jerks and you don't know why, it's easy to say, oh, that person's whatever, but we never know what's really going on. So if you can try to be positive and try to be kind and just say, you know what? Not my circus, not my monkey. Like, this is not my thing to deal with. I will be as kind. I will treat this with kindness and positivity. If you can muster it, then you have not lost one thing by being kind. You don't lose one thing by giving a compliment.
Yes. So with that thing being not my circus, not my monkey, let me tell you something that happened last week in New York. Okay, in the Bronx. In the parking lot where I work. I'm getting chills. It's in the news. You guys can Google this. A woman was at the bus stop across the street from the big building where my office is. 6:45 in the morning. She's at the bus stop with other people, men and women, waiting at the bus stop. This guy came in, and this is a sensitive subject, guys. Triggers. This guy came in, grabbed her by the hair, dragged her 2 blocks around the building, and went in there and sexually abused her. Not a single person called 911. So that's the same mentality of people who were saying, not my circus, not my monkey. This woman was 62 years old. He tried to get her clothes off. When he wasn't able to take her clothes off, he put her in a chokehold and had her do some other kind of sexual act on him. Yeah. I don't say not my circus, not my monkey in all instances, because
no, I agree with you entirely.
Yes. There is no way in hell this man would have gotten away with this.
Well, and that's not what I was saying. That's not how I was saying it. I was saying if someone is having a bad day, I'm not going to judge them for it because that's out of my control.
That's out of my control. Yes. Yeah. We shouldn't judge people anyway. We shouldn't judge people anyway.
Right. But what you're saying is when you see something, say something, basically.
Yeah. Just like you said at the airport. You see something, you say something.
Right.
Yeah. Look, I call 911 on people who are driving crazy. If I notice that someone is actually impaired and they're driving, I'll pick up the phone and call 911.
Good.
If people are, driving on the highway and they look like they are racing each other, I'm gonna call 911 because will end up killing somebody that had nothing to do with them driving crazy.
Yep.
All right, let's do one more, another giveaway. Okay, so I'm gonna give a 10 ml decant of the News.
Woo-woo! Bet that smells good.
I cannot give the whole bottle away, guys. Sorry, because it's new. This is new to my collection. Who wants a 10 ml decant of the News? Maddy, can you just pick someone?
How about has Patty Schultz gotten anything tonight?
Patty Schultz, no, she hasn't. She hasn't got anything. But I want to give Patty a bottle though.
Oh, okay. Then how about Hold on. There was someone. There's the stylist. I think we should give them something.
I have a surprise for you. Actually, sorry guys. Okay. So what was what is her name? Latonia getting? What was Latonia getting? Latonia was getting intense with his moss. Latonia, you said you like that Jimmy Choo fragrance. Do you want to switch? Do you want that Jimmy Choo instead of the Roses Intense Moss? It's between you and Patty, so you guys can decide which one you want.
Bueller? Okay. Bueller? Anybody? Thank you, Kate, for clarifying.
Thank you, Kate. Yeah, you are right. So Latonia did not respond.
Oh yeah, she wants Rose Musk.
Okay, so Patty, you can have Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo, Amber Kiss.
Yay!
All right. Okay. So, all right, let's go back to things that we can control so we can close this show out. And then, but I'm gonna give a 10 ml decant of this fragrance to somebody. I don't Telia Ziambo. I've never seen her on my channel, but she's probably new. Telia Zambio. Is she yours, Maddy?
No, not one of mine. Do you know Joshua Moore?
No, but I don't
you chose someone. I'm sorry. No, I don't know.
Telia, do you live here in the U.S.? You have to live in the U.S. Yeah. The continental United States.
Continental U.S. Yeah.
Yeah. If you live outside of the U.S., you have to have an address in the U.S. I'll give a 10 ml decant of this to Telia. News. Georgia News. All right.
Okay. Shasta, I do not have a YouTube channel.
No. I've been after you to make one.
I don't have enough to talk about.
You could talk about a lot, Maddy. You could talk about mental health all the time. It's a subject that I think people need to talk about more and more. You could talk about the quilting because you do a lot of quilts. You do beautiful quilts. I think you have a lot to give, a lot of things to talk to people about. I think people would love to hear from you. But it's okay. You can come to my channel and talk about stuff also.
Okay.
Another thing you can control is your meals. You know what? If you eat something, it doesn't make you feel good, don't eat it. Right? I am lactose intolerant. When I eat cheese and I eat dairy product, it drives me crazy. It makes me sick. So what I did, I stopped eating it. I stopped eating those things.
And you feel better?
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, because I was kind of like I don't want to say it. A little gazeuse. How do you?
Yeah, it sounds better in French.
It sounds better in French, right? You can control your level of honesty with others and yourself. Be honest with yourself and also be honest with other people. Making yourself look better just for other people to think that you are something that you are not is actually lying to yourself.
There's a French saying called péter plus haut de son cul, which means farting higher than one's own ass. Excuse my language. And there's no reason to do that. Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying, like trying to be greater than, and I understand trying to come over one's circumstance, but don't pretend, work through it, work above it. But don't fake it.
Don't fake it. Yeah, don't fake it. Well, there's this thing that says fake it until you can make it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm saying make it, but don't exaggerate it.
Don't exaggerate. Yeah, don't exaggerate. Don't tell, because I think when people, make themselves look grander, bigger than they are, and people like, other people who want to, see that person as a role model, they go and do things to try to be like that person. And then it hurts them financially, it hurts them mentally, because if they cannot afford it, right? Uh, so be honest with yourself. Uh, and Joshua said, depend regarding eating, depends on what you can afford to a certain degree. I do agree with that. I do. I totally agree with, things that you can control what you eat. It depends on how much you have, how much money you make. I mean, I'm not saying that to control what you eat if you cannot afford, something else, Joshua. But what I'm saying is that if you know that you love to eat McDonald's all the time, you love to eat McDonald's, and you notice that it's changing your body, maybe instead of eating, you can still go to McDonald's. Instead of getting that big burger, you can get a salad, all right? Or if you go every day, maybe you can make your McDonald's your 1 week, 1 week meal, 1 meal a week, instead of eating it, 5 days, 7 days a week. That's what I'm getting at. It's to just be, know that, hey, you know what? When I eat cheese, it just hurts my stomach. I look like I'm 10 months pregnant and never gave birth. So I'm gonna stop eating cheese because it doesn't go with my body, right? And when I see things with cheese, they look really good. I'm like, man, oh, geez, this looks really good. That that cheese on that pasta looks really good. But I have to remember, when I go to work, I'm gonna be farting all over the place. So therefore, I stop eating cheese. That's what I was getting at.
Hey, Rose,
Yes.
I would really like to give something to the stylist.
All right.
She's part of the Facebook group. She follows you on here.
Okay.
And
Uh, what can I give the stylist? I don't. Well, the stylist, you can get this, darling. You can get the Royal Vanilla. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's half. If you
okay.
can, yeah, it's half bottle left. But here's the problem. I don't want people, guys. I don't want you to say that I'm giving you use things that you cannot use. Let me show you what the problem with it is.
Oh, that
Okay?
one has the cat problem.
Yeah, but look, it's fine. But you can actually open it like that. That's the problem with it. Okay. So I'm gonna send it to her if she wants it. Is that a he or she? If you would like it, the stylist, I will send it to you, but I'm gonna put a lot of tape around it to make sure that it doesn't spill when I send it
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
Okay. Uh I feel so sorry for you that we got no pizza is a hard thing. Oh my god, no shit. No shit.
Oh, we're getting rowdy.
I have pizza for my staff at work. I usually have a pizza party for my staff. And then I have to sit there and eat a freaking breadstick, okay? Because I cannot eat that pizza. Not only I cannot eat the pizza because of the cheese, but I cannot eat it because of the meat, because I cannot eat meat either. I don't eat meat. Yeah.
Tragedy. It's tragic.
Tragedy. Tragedy. Yes. I cannot believe you said that, Joshua. I'm gonna put a pepper in your package. Okay, so Talia, would you like this royal vanilla? But it may spill when it comes to you. Okay, I'm gonna try to wrap it in a way. It's not Talia. It's the stylist, right? The
The
stylist.
stylist. Yep.
The stylist, yeah.
She's in and out. I'll reach out to her and see.
Okay, all right.
She's
The
not
stylist.
responding, but she's part of the Facebook group and a follower of your.
Oh, okay. So royal vanilla. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the stylist. Oh my God, that's a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh wow. Okay.
You're
Uh,
you're so
so
generous.
thank you. I will give a decant of Royal Princess. Actually, I give a decant of Royal Princess. I don't have anybody else that I'm missing who did not get something. A decant. Oh, someone just became a member.
Ooh.
Yes. Uh, it's. Oh, I cannot put her name there. She just became a member, but I cannot. I wish I could pull it. I cannot pull it. to show you.
Oh,
Akisia. Yeah, Akisia just
yeah.
became a member. Thank you, Akisia. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Akisia. Oh my God. No, oh my God, Akisia. I need to get something for Akisia. Akisia is a Guma lover. I got you. I got you. I got you covered, Akisia. She is my Guma friend. Okay, she loves Guma fragrances. I find something Guma for you, Akisia. Uh, Akisa is one of those people that she will just send you a text and say, "Hey, I'm sending you a package," and then she sends you a bunch of texts and stuff. Yeah,
Nice. I want to be her friend.
yeah, yeah. Akisa is wonderful. Uh, and then Latonia is also a member. Is also a member.
Yay! Thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay, so we need to give a decant of this to someone. This is Creed Royal Princess. Cheryl said she wants to smell that Dr. Rose. What do you want to smell, Cheryl? You have something already, Cheryl. Coming to you. Have you tried the new Creed in the pink bottle? Yes, I have that one. I have it, Latonia. The new Creed in the pink bottle. Oh, wait. There are two new Creeds in the pink bottle. The new one that they just remake it and then just change the bottle. It's the same perfume. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money on it. It's the same perfume. They just repackage it. It was just repackaged. Okay. Maddy, you don't have a YouTube channel. No, Maddy doesn't have a YouTube channel, unfortunately.
Thank
Okay,
you
so
for asking, though.
so food for thought. Hey, ladies, I supported the Haitian Foundation a few years back. Sweet Life. Oh, thank you. You know what? I haven't seen her in a while. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while. I have a lot of people that come to my life, but I never see them. They don't watch my videos. They don't comment. You guys, please support my videos. Please watch them and comment.
It
My
means a lot.
channel is going to shit right now because I don't have a lot of views. Yeah, please. I would really appreciate if you would support me by playing my videos, watching my videos.
Thumbs up,
trying to let that
subscribe,
channel
all that
go.
good stuff.
Yeah, let it go for me. So okay, let's see. If I've missed anybody in the live, I still have testers to decants to give away. So I have Violaine is getting Alma Pure, Shasta is getting red. What is red? Red something. What the heck? Shasta told me what my favorite color was, and I put red, but I don't know what she's getting. Oh crap. What is Shasta getting? Oh my God, I have to go back and watch the video. I don't know. Shasta, can you tell me what you're getting, please, if you're still here? Sharon is getting Glenwood. Nadia's getting Cedar. Kate is getting Noisky. Latonia's getting Intense Roses Moss. Patty is getting, what is Patty getting? Patty is getting this, right? Jimmy Choo. Yeah. Okay. And then Zambio is getting Judge of News, which is a decant. The Stylish is getting Royal Vanilla.
Oh, and I think it was Suma for Shasta.
Hmm? Yeah, I was getting Suma. Suma was Shasta. Yes. Okay. Suma. Okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was like, I offered something to someone and I cannot remember what it is. Because I don't go back and watch my videos because I hate my voice. Thank you, Anicia. Oh, Food for Thought says, I bought a few used bottles as well. I will watch more. Thank you. Okay, so we're almost done. It's 10:30. I want 10:30 my time, which is 11:30.
I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin, and it's only what 8:30 my time.
Okay, so I'm seeing I have 3 other fragrances that I want to give a decant out of, but I don't see other people in here to give them to because I think everybody got something already. No, not everybody.
Save them for your next one. I mean,
yeah. Okay, I save them for my next one. And Talia is getting Judge of News. So I will add another decant for Telia because she's the only person with a decant. So Telia, I will add a decant of Remember Me for you with your decant. Please, guys, remember, for those of you I don't have your address, send me your address. And then I have to send something for
Did you get something for Kate Ott in there?
Kate. No. Yes, no is key. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And the stylist?
The stylist gets something to, but so food for thought, so she'll take a decant. I need you to send me your name and your address, my dear, because I don't remember your name. She says she'll take a decant. Okay, so I will give a decant of Royal Princess Food to Food for Thought. When you send me the thing, tell me your name on YouTube. It's been a while since I've sent something to you, I think, because I probably don't have your address anymore. So decant of Royal Princess Food. That's a beautiful fragrance. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Nadia, thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. I have a lot of great people who are part of my channel. I mean, those guys are awesome. Carolyn Smith did not get anything. Carolyn Smith, I will give you a decant of Tonka Imperial. I saved it for last.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Carolyn Smith, send me your address. Please send them to me tonight, because I'm gonna sit here tonight and I'm going to make those decants and prepare those boxes. Tonka Imperial. I will send a decant of Tonka Imperial. Well, okay, I think we're at the end. And then I need to something for my young lady who just became a member. So
yep.
You guys, thank you so much. And this has been so much fun. And Maddy, thank you for sharing your life with us, your passion, and thank you for answering my question. I know this was a tough question to ask. And then thank you for, I'm sure when people watch this video, but someone is saying something. Wait, I got something too. I didn't even know that. The stylish.
I saw to it, girl. I saw you got something.
Yeah, the stylish. Yes, you did get something. The stylish. Let me see. You got royal vanilla. It's a half bottle. It will come to you. Please do not criticize me again if you get it. If it comes to you looking like crazy, because I have to make sure that it doesn't spill when I send it to you. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Again, Maddy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll come back. I'm gonna try to do lives maybe twice a month. I might do another one next Friday. So I hope you guys will come back next Friday so we can talk about something fun.
Yes, something happy, something not so heavy.
Yeah, we'll talk about something happy, and then maybe I will take questions. I will take questions from people who want to ask me questions about my life. And if it's something I don't want to share with everybody, I'll just tell you some of their business. If it's something I want to share, I will tell you. I will answer your question. Again, for all of you, someone else just became another member.
Woo! Thank you, Talia.
Thank you, Talia. Oh my God! And I'm gonna send Talia she gets the Judge of News and then the Remember Me decant. You're gonna love Remember Me, by the way, Talia. You're gonna love it.
What a wonderful way to end the night.
Yeah, and happy Mother's Day to everyone. And you guys have a good Sunday. Be good, be kind to each other. Remember, if you need help, please seek help. And the most important thing, reach out to someone. Let the person know that you are thinking of him or her. You never know. That phone call, that text message could be the difference between life and death. All right. Love you, Maddy.
Love you. I'm glad you're in my life.
One of these days, I'm going to come to Arizona to see you.
You better.
Yeah, one of these days, yeah. Yep, I'll come. And guys, send me your addresses. and then I make sure that you receive your perfumes. I will ship them out tomorrow. I will make it my mission to ship them out tomorrow, so everyone can get them by next week. And when you guys come to my live next Friday, I want you guys to tell me what you think of the fragrances. So, do you want to come to my next one, Maddy, next Friday? My next live?
I'm going to be out of town next Friday, so I can't. But I know, I do. Okay, guys. I hope your tomorrow is a brighter day.
Yeah, I hope tomorrow's a brighter day. Thank you, guys. Love you all. You guys can go back and comment on the video now. Once the video is posted, you can go back and comment there. Thank you so much. Good night.
Night.